I am running. I do not know what is behind me. I just know that whatever it is not human. My flashlight is dead. My phone has no signal. And the door I came in through, it is gone. The wall where the door was is now solid concrete, like it was never there. I am screaming, but no sound is coming out of my mouth. And from somewhere deeper in the darkness ahead of me, I hear it, slow, steady, getting closer. Something breathing. Let me tell you how I got here. Because 3 days ago I was sitting at home, sick, normal, bored, and I made the worst decision of my life. My name is Black Tiger, and this is the Midnight Script. It started with a photo. My friend Jake sent it to me on a Tuesday afternoon. No caption. No explanation. Just an image. It showed an old building at the end of a dirt road, surrounded by trees, windows completely dark, the front door slightly open. Underneath the photo, Jake had written 4 words. Have you seen this? I had not. I zoomed in on the photo, studied it. There was something about it that I could not explain. It felt wrong. Not wrong like, oh, this building looks creepy. Wrong like, something in my brain was telling me to close the photo and never look at it again. I did not listen. I asked Jake where he found it. He said it had been posted on a local Facebook group for our town. Someone had taken the photo from their car window while driving on Route 9, a back road about 12 miles outside of town. The post said simply, "Does anyone know what this building is? Drove past it last night and something felt off." There were 47 comments. Every single one said the same thing. Stay away from there. No explanations. No reasons. Just stay away. And one comment from an account with no profile picture, no friends, created the same night as the post, said this: "That place has been empty since 1987. The people who go in do not always come back out the same way they went in." That comment had been liked 212 times. By the next morning, the entire post was deleted, and the person who originally posted the photo, their account was gone. I spent the next day trying to find information about that building. I searched online. Nothing. I checked old local newspaper archives. Nothing. I asked 3 people who had lived in this town their whole lives. 2 of them said they had never heard of any building on Route 9. The third person, an old man named Ray who runs the hardware store, went very quiet when I described the photo. He did not say anything for almost 30 seconds. Then he said, "I know the place you are talking about, and I am going to tell you the same thing I told the last person who asked me about it. Leave it alone." I asked him why. He picked up his work and turned away from me, because the last person who asked me about it went out there. And when they came back, and I mean if they came back, they were not the same person who left. I asked him what that meant. He would not say another word. I left the hardware store, and I made the decision that I should not have made. I decided to go find that building myself. I drove out on Route 9 the following evening, just before sunset. I told myself I would just drive past, just look, just confirm it was real. I found it exactly where the photo showed it, at the end of a narrow dirt road off the main highway, set back maybe 200 feet from the road, surrounded by trees so thick they blocked almost all the remaining light. From the road it looked exactly like the photo. Old, dark, wrong. I sat in my car for 10 minutes. Then I got out. I told myself, just the outside. Just look at the outside. The dirt road leading to the building was overgrown but still visible, like it had been used recently but not maintained. As I walked closer, I noticed something. There were no sounds, no birds, no insects, no wind moving through the trees. Complete silence. I have been in forests before. I have been in empty buildings before. There is always some kind of ambient sound. There was nothing here. Just silence so complete it felt physical, like it was pressing against my ears. I reached the front door. It was slightly open, exactly like in the photo. I pushed it open and stepped inside. The inside of the building was one large room. Concrete floor, concrete walls, high ceiling, no furniture, no signs of what the building was ever used for. No windows on the interior walls, which made no sense because I had seen windows from outside. Just 4 solid walls and a ceiling and a floor. My flashlight cut through the darkness. On the far wall, someone had written something in large letters. I walked closer to read it. It said, "If you found this place, you were meant to find it. Do not look for the door until you are ready to see what is on the other side." I stood there reading those words. Then behind me, the door I came in through closed. I spun around. The door was shut. I ran to it and grabbed the handle. It opened easily. Relief flooded through me. I stepped back outside into the evening air and turned around to look at the building one more time. And I froze. Because the building I was looking at was not the same building I had walked into. Same exterior, same walls, same overgrown dirt road. But the door I had just walked through was on the wrong wall. I had entered through the front of the building, facing the dirt road. I had just exited through the back wall, facing deeper into the forest. Behind me, the dirt road and my car were gone. Ahead of me, just trees, dark, depths, endless. And somewhere in those trees, something moved. I ran, back through the door, back into the building. The writing on the wall was gone. The room looked different, smaller, the ceiling lower. I ran to where the front door should have been. Solid wall. I ran to each wall, all 4 of them. Solid concrete. No doors, no windows, no way out. My phone showed no signal. My flashlight flickered and died. And in the complete darkness of that room, I heard it. Breathing, not mine. Something else in the room with me. Slow, steady, getting closer. I pressed my back against the wall and slid down to the floor. I closed my eyes. I do not know how long I sat there. It felt like hours. The breathing got closer and closer until I could feel it right in front of my face. Whatever it was inches away from me in the complete darkness. And then it spoke. One word, in a voice that I recognized. My own voice. It said, "Stay." I do not remember what happened next. I remember light. I remember cold air. I remember gravel under my hands. When I came back to myself, I was lying on the dirt road next to my car. My phone said it was 4:47 a.m. I had gone into that building just after sunset, around 7 p.m. Nearly 10 hours had passed. I had no memory of any of it. I got in my car and drove home. I did not look back. When I got home, I looked in the bathroom mirror, and I stood there for a long time, because something was different. My eyes. The color of my eyes had changed. They used to be brown. They were not brown anymore. I do not know what happened to me inside that building. I do not know what that place is. I do not know what spoke to me in my own voice in the dark. But I know this. 3 days after I went there, Jake, the friend who sent me the original photo, called me. He said he had been driving on Route 9 and had seen the building again. He said he was thinking about going inside. He asked me, should I explore it? I told him what I am telling you right now. Do not go near that place. Whatever it shows you, whatever it promises you, it is not worth what it takes in return. Jake laughed. He said I was being dramatic. That was 6 days ago. Jake has not answered his phone since. I do not know where Jake is. I do not know what that building is or why it exists. And I do not know what came back home with me that night. But I know one thing. If you ever find yourself on a back road, and you see something at the end of a dirt road that feels wrong, that quiet, pressing wrongness that sits in your chest and tells you to turn around, listen to it. Because some places are not meant to be found, and some doors are not meant to be opened. If this story kept you up tonight, you are not alone. Drop a comment and tell me, would you have gone inside? Subscribe, because next week, we find out what was waiting inside the old files. The Midnight Script. Some places remember everyone who enters, even the ones who never come back out.